Hello, everybody. How's it going out there? Hope everybody's having a great day. Uh, looks like some of you people are the naysayers. 64% said no, I would not start on time. Sorry about your luck, but yeah, we're on time. Got a little show lined up here for you. It's called Understand the Business. Okay, how to understand trucking. Understand every business you're in. YouTube is my business, and I understand how it works. That's why. Who this? New phone. Who this? Um, I don't know. I don't know who that is. Um, but yeah. So I'm not going to be like some people and say brokers are the devil, and then turn around and do an ad for DAT loadboard. Anybody else see anybody doing that lately? I saw a guy on YouTube the other day. Straight up said the brokers are ripping him off, and then turned around and did a DAT commercial. And I'm like, isn't DAT all load boards like broker freight? Like, it just seems weird to me. Grafton's in the house. Dabble, Bobby, the dabble. And don't you forget that. That's right. Grafton's in the house. This is perfect. Just set the brakes. There you go, man. Plan your life around these live shows would be my suggestion. Just got to the truck, Gary, with the hashtag come on. Thumbs up, poop emoji. What up, Gary? Thanks for stopping by. David Edwards is in the house, channel member. Thank you, sir. Gary is a channel member as well. Another channel member, Fake Trucking. Boom! Just got done watching Waterboy. No kidding. I ain't seen that movie in a long, long time. That's for sure. Hey, come on, Gary Bates in the house. Cents per mile says heading to Long Beach, California. I knew I should have bid the shipper a higher rate. Oh, that's a rough one there. Um, yeah, yeah. How are you getting out of Southern California? You got any plans on that? Got any plans on that? Baba says, good evening from St. Joseph, Missouri. There we go. Not too far away. I'm not too far away. Cheffies, do I have to wear panties in this chat? Nah, panties are optional, dog. You be you. There's my second channel. Everybody go check out my second channel. Give it a shot, please. Um, Papa says, come on, be on time. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Treat this like a Walmart delivery. Uh, on time is late. Ooh, not on YouTube. Not on YouTube. Because if you come on early, then no one knows you're coming on early. Define on time. Yeah, within the first 5 minutes, I would say. 7:01, not on time. Okay. Um, yeah, I was here. I was here. 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. I was in here. Don Schlanger, hello, hello. Thanks for coming in. With both feet says, hey y'all, what up? Not much. We're chilling. We're chilling. We're talking about brokers being the devil. I got things to say about all this stuff going on YouTube. I don't know. I don't know. Like, people don't understand how things work. There's a guy on the internet going around saying that brokers work for us. And I'm like, if brokers work for us, how come I can't tell them to pay me more right now? How does that work? There's DIY Shimmy. What are you doing?
Chit chatting and whatnot.
The trucker's tenured professor. That's good. I'm the trucker's regional vice manager. I manage your vices. Come on.
Ooh, I see Farmall fanatics in here. Check out the hat, bro. Check out the hat.
Ah,
I'm
couple,
also a Farmall fanatic, but I do not have a channel about it.
couple farm fanatics there. Um, you're gonna turn ground with yours here in a little while, DIY.
Probably
When
not.
when's is spring forsaking us this year in the upper Midwest?
It'll be here. It's 40 degrees today.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Um, I seen on the local news there in Minneapolis, the Target store has about a 40-foot high mound of snow from this winter piled up beside the parking lot, and they're saying it's a giant liability. There was
The
like kids climbing on it, sliding down it. Yeah, it's crazy,
sledding hill.
dude. It's yeah, yeah. Only problem is, when you get to the bottom, I hope you got metal rails on that sled.
Oh,
Have yourself a real Chevy Chase type moment there. Let's see here. CJ Hudson in the house, 701. I was here at 7 o'clock. I don't know what time you're on. Grade 8 transportation's in the house. Good evening, all. Farm all fanatics in the house. Brokers ain't no joke. Uh, yeah, brokers getting a bad rap right now. I mean, I ain't defending them, but I'm saying like, you know, um, when people say brokers work for us, DIY, can you shed some light on that?
let's for transparency purposes, are we talking about the Facebook dude that's going after TQL? Is that who we're chit chatting about?
Well,
Just so we don't have to beat around the bush.
I love beating around the
Because I got
bush.
comments on that. What's
I
that?
love beating around the bush, but
Me too.
I love beating around the bush. But
That's what she
um,
said.
hey, yeah, well, so I'm talking about that in my video and a couple other things going around the internet right now. People saying brokers work for us, and that people doing
Mm.
videos about brokers are ripping me off, and then doing a freaking DAT load board ad right in the middle of it. Like,
Ah,
uh,
yeah. Okay. So a few things about that. Number one, are brokers making out like a bandit right now? Yeah, yeah, probably. Yeah, we were too. The tides have changed.
true.
You know, we're not in any kind of position of power right now, and they are. That's what's going to happen. 2 years ago, all the balls were in our court. We had to, uh, didn't see anybody complaining about that. Number two, if you're going to complain like that guy is about brokers, at least have your facts straight. There was a great deal of factual and inaccuracies in his statements. But people, oh, he's got a loud, authoritative voice. We're going to join him. Knock yourself out. I wouldn't hitch my pony to that wagon.
Yeah,
To say that TQL emailed me and offered me a load, and I emailed him back and don't come back to me to get your head out of your ass. You can take that load and shove it right up your ass.
yeah,
Come back to me when you have a real price. Yeah,
yeah.
they ain't coming back to you after you talk to them like that. Why are you being
uh,
so hostile to the people you're trying to do business with? You might have been able to work something out.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. That's
I don't
my
know of
thing with.
any other business where when my customer doesn't do what I want him to do, or doesn't do it fully cooperate with me, that I jump up and down and throw a tantrum like a 2-year-old, and then they don't walk away thinking, "What the hell's with this guy? I ain't doing business with this guy. He's out of
Right.
his flipping mind. This isn't how freaking business transactions happen." Um, I don't remember the last time a broker filled out a carrier packet for me. So, I don't know how they work for me. I've never hired one as a broker agent. A broker can work for you. You can hire them as a broker agent to go out and find you freight specifically for you. Um, Otherwise, you work for them. So, another thing I haven't heard anybody talk about is the broker ripping off us, or is the broker ripping off the shipper? Because if they're charging the shipper $5,000 and paying you $2,000, it's not your money. That's the shipper's money they're ripping off. The shipper should be pissed and saying you're the ones ripping us off, keeping all the money. Because the broker works for the shipper or their customer, shipper, receiver, 3PL, whatever. They don't work for us. We work for them. They're our customer. Their customer is the shipper. They're ripping the shipper off, not us. That's between those two.
Right.
To rip me
And
off, it would
another
first
thing.
have to be my money. It's not my money until it's in my hand, until I do something to earn it. It's not
Right.
money that was designated or set aside. Here's the thing: you will never really succeed or fix all your problems till you first understand fully the business that you're in, or anything really. Because then up to that point, we're just stuck on our own, feelings or opinions or whatever somebody else got us hyped up or geeked up to believe.
Little
This stuff that isn't
gaslighting.
true. Yeah, that's stuff that's not true. You will never
Yeah,
solve your problems until you understand the facts at hand of what they really are.
yeah, yeah. It's the guy complaining about rates right now when he's getting 5 miles a gallon on fuel. It's like,
There ought to be a minimum rate of 350 per mile. Well, then you don't freaking understand economics and what happens when you set a minimum for something. Everything goes to the minimum. Tires will be $1,000 a piece. Fuel will be $7 a gallon. Shop rates will go to $500 an hour. We didn't freaking experience that when rates took off before. Shop rates went over $200 an hour. They're not coming back down. You
right,
raise a minimum rate to the industry, and everything else will follow it, and you'll be no better. It's just like raising minimum wage. You raise minimum wage, everything else ticks up with it. They're no better off than they were before you raised it. It's an economic law, and if you can't freaking understand that, then don't claim to be the leader of 20,000 people trying to solve everybody's problems when you don't even have a firm grasp on what the hell it is kind of business that you're in. You come from the bed buggers, where you set your tariff rates, and that was a totally different industry. Totally different. Only thing in common is it's trucking, right?
right.
Um, I guys, just be careful what you get behind and hit your pony to. Somebody like that gets what they want, and we will be sorry.
Yeah,
Damn it! Listen to the Cash and I and Paul. We were saying 3 years ago, this is going to end. No, this is the new normal. It's inflation, the new normal. I said when that freaking pendulum swings, it is going to swing so freaking hard you will not know what hit you, and it happened.
mm, it's true. It's
Go.
very true.
I should go back and find that because it's. I hate to say I told you so, but gosh damn it, listen to the people that were telling you the truth before, and not some idiot jumping up and down like a 2-year-old throwing a temper tantrum right now about things
Yeah,
that aren't even factually
yeah. A
true.
little rule of business is if you want to know who's the boss, it's the one with the money. So, and if you're confused about the dynamic
Yes,
of who works for who, just remember who's got the money is typically the boss. It's
there
very
are
rare that it doesn't work out like that.
there are laws of economics that exist and happen whether we like it or not, whether you admit they exist or not. It's how it works every day. And for you to, for somebody to just freaking ignore it, and I'm going to change it because I'm having a temper tantrum. Don't fall for it. Don't and for God's sakes, don't let them get you hyped up. To
Yeah,
stick together. We got put the what did word for word exactly what he said. If we all got together, we could shut down these brokers and we could shut down the shippers. Oh, freaking brilliant! Shut down the people you're trying to do business with. No, he said we could break the shippers and we could break the shippers and brokers. He said we quote break them,
yeah.
break the shippers. A flippin' fabulous idea. Where the hell, what freaking freight you gonna haul then, knucklehead? Where are they gonna have the money to
Uh,
pay you? Why are people so hyped up to inflict harm on other people? You think you're gonna break Procter and Gamble, knucklehead? You think you're gonna break uh, Corning? You think you're gonna break Honeywell? You're a flippin' idiot.
yeah,
And I tell you what, you break TQL, you break whoever. You know what's gonna fill the gaps? All these freaking foreign brokerages that have outsourced it overseas. That
yeah,
you won't have a chance with. If
yeah.
you've dealt with any of those problems, you want more of that? You want more chickens clucking in the background while you're talking to them on the phone, and all they can say is, "I will escalate your problem."
Oh me.
Go
Yeah,
back to household goods. You're obviously very good at that world because you suck at this one. And I'm not.
that is
It's
very
not.
true.
None of this is sticking up for brokers. It's sticking up for what is factually freaking accurate and what is the truth.
Right. Yeah. No,
Oh,
I
and
totally.
no, I'm not done. You shut up, Mister. Another thing that pissed me off, like you sent me that video, I got through about not even half of it, and I had to shut it off, and then I had to go work out because just get rid of some of the anger. This bullshit of it means 100%, 150% transparency because the brokerage is a no, is a no risk situation. Bull. Bull. Granted, is it a risk of running into a school bus and killing a bunch of kids? No, but there's plenty of risk. So stop that. That's nonsense. The risk of a carrier running off with your freaking customer's load. You know what? That happened to me in my first freaking load. The risk of a driver going in and running his freaking mouth and cost me $500,000 a year in revenue because I got lost the customer. The risk of a carrier canceling his cargo insurance halfway through the freaking load because he just carried it long enough to book the load and then canceled it, and then he wrecks. Guess what happens to me? We all get sued. I send a truck in for a crane unload with flatbed, and he doesn't show up till the next day. And guess what? It's $400 an hour for the crane. Guess who pays that? There's plenty of risk. This is a different kind of risk, and a lot of it you can't understand. I take a group of loads from a shipper. There's 16 loads that have to move by the end of the month, and I only move 14 of them. Guess what? They charge me back for that. There's financial penalties. There's plenty of risk. Just people don't understand it because you haven't experienced it yet. It's another thing. It's got to be factually accurate. You may speak now, sir. Here's your floor. Here's your program. I apologize for being rude.
No, you're fine. You're fine. That's why I brought you in here.
It would have been a lot worse yesterday. If we'd have done this last night like you asked, it would have been a lot worse. I was furious. I don't even know what the rest of the thing was. And he should not get a platform to speak until he gets his facts correct.
Yeah. That the inaccuracy is really what got to me on that. It was like, you've got, and like on here, if I hear someone that just totally comes off the rails and says something that just totally isn't right or doesn't make sense, I at least got to call you on it. Like, I can't just sit there and like go along with it. Like, that puts me just as much in the crosshairs as it does the person talking.
And I'm sorry, I jumped ahead in the comments. Don't give me that crap of it's me keeping 45% of the load. I drive all the freaking time. I got trucks of my own on the road. I'm paying the same damn bills. I don't make videos while I'm driving because I don't have freaking time. Okay, I'm more of a carrier than a broker. I haven't brokered a load in weeks. I only broker loads for and guess what? When I was brokering them, I had an 8% freaking margin. So don't give me that bullshit of 45% either. Not everybody's like that. And when things were tapering off, I was still paying $6 a mile on the freaking loads that I got that kind of money on. So I don't want to freaking hear it.
And this is another gaslighting thing on YouTube that's going around.
Because of some, it's all. Ask CDN. CDN's a broker. He's a very reputable broker.
So,
you know what? He comes on here and tries to tell us how to run our businesses better and work better with a broker, and then he just ends up taking a bunch of crap. This isn't all brokers suck. All brokers are keeping 50%. Bull.
Yeah.
Grow up.
And
I'm sorry. Sorry, Clinton. I'm in a pissy mood.
I see this all the time here lately. I don't hate on YouTube.
Brokers, but you're not the only one saying it.
Can you not hear me? Can you hear me?
I'm sorry. I'm talking over you. Dude, you get me fired up. This is you got to know. This is what happens.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I ain't trying to reel you in. I just want to make sure you can hear me. Yeah, Clinton says brokers problems. DIY telling us why he needs 45% of a load while not driving. Do you have any proof? Do you have any proof that brokers are getting that kind of percentage? See, that's what's killing me with the YouTube thing right now. I am in no way defending brokers. What a broker makes is between the shipper, the broker, and the carrier. But to go around saying, no, they're keeping 45% because I pulled up the load board and I'm looking at the 15-day average. That's not how it works. like you may have got a totally different deal. It's gaslighting, and that's it's like we're not getting anywhere doing that with each other. Like, you know what?
My margin was 8%, way lower than what it should have been. I could have kept a lot more. The guys that were hauling for me were very freaking happy. And guess what? Somebody had to go in and run their freaking mouth and ruin it. Now, he didn't just ruin it for himself and ruin it for me. He ruined it for everybody that was freaking hauling for me. And there were guys that were doing nothing but hauling. They would go to freaking Virginia and come back empty to get another one, for crying out freaking loud. And somebody with a big mouth had to ruin it. So, hey, yeah. And if it is that profitable, why aren't you doing it? If it's that easy.
Yeah. Yeah,
You know what?
if
You know
it's
what? I've been saying everybody should open a brokerage and try it. Little secret. It's not because uh, I want them to do it. It's because I know they can't and they need to be humbled and learn a lesson.
yeah.
And I'm
Yeah,
not Clinton. I was mad before you even said it, but I just it ain't you. It ain't you. You know what? I catch this hell all day.
yeah. Yeah, and that's another thing, with everybody, the people on YouTube talking about, oh, the brokers are making this, the brokers are making that.
Then be a broker.
Be a broker. It's that simple. Be a broker. Like if the brokers are making that much money and it's great all the time, then go do that. Like,
It
because
is
we
a
need some.
freaking rough time to try to be a broker right now. My God.
Fate
The
Trucking with the $20. Thank you very much, Fate Trucking. I appreciate that.
the cutting of freaking throats that is going. You can't hold a freaking lane for a week and somebody else is cutting you.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and you think you think that's gonna change anytime soon? I mean, that's only gonna get worse. Like it just is. Um, so I'm gonna jump around on comments a little bit tonight, guys. I don't want to get really far behind because you know, it, I want to stay kind of more relevant. So make sure you're dropping lots of comments. If you said something you want me to read and I skipped it, just put it in again. Or if you really want me to read it, like Fate Trucking here, throw a $20 bill with it. Fate Trucking says, "Cash, stop talking." Hey, I have already learned my lesson. I
Let me reel my mouth in. Clinton, I ain't
no
mad at
no
you.
no.
Like it's just it's hard enough. Trucking is hard enough right now,
Yeah,
right? Don't don't be the guy like I don't want to say to make it worse, but to just like stir up hate and discontent. It's wasted energy. It's not going to do a bit of good. It's not. And don't pile on guys like not that anybody was piling on, but and I know you were just talking shit, Clinton, but it's like solutions, man, solutions.
yes. I don't think Clinton was being like for real about
No,
it.
he wasn't. He
I
wasn't.
think he was pointing out some of the hypocrisy that we're seeing on YouTube. Like, you know, I mean, I should put out 5 videos this week, about, oh, a broker ripped me off. He kept 75% and I got 25%. Because, oh, that's the thing to say on YouTube these days. Seven Seas Transport says, I've seen a guy that hauls reefer that advertises flatbed accessories and equipment. Actually, Mighty Products, they make stuff for any trucker. So
Mm.
go check out the link in the description. Um, let's see what people got to say about it. Big Red 41, loading empty pill bottles in Pennsylvania tonight to take back to Michigan. Huh. That's funny because in the supply chain, normally the loaded pill bottles go to Michigan. Come on.
I
Oh,
like it.
anybody? Um, Chief Rattler says, "Hey, Cash, can I use an audio clip from a weekly recap of yours from a few weeks ago? No, for monetary purposes. Oh, I don't care. Go right ahead. Go right ahead. Um, good evening. Chugging with Manny's in the house with both feet. Is DIY coming on, or is he still doing dumb things? Oh, he is here and he is tearing the head off of it.
I was
Uh,
vinyling up a truck. That's why I'm late.
oh, tell us about it.
Uh, 2018 Cascadia. Um, gonna
Money.
go on the road this week.
As once was stated by a great philosopher, money.
Money, money.
Oh man, I knew that would change your attitude a little bit. Trucking with highway pitmasters in the house. Woo, look at there. Trucking with a pitmaster. I expect barbecue if with a name like that. I'm busy trucking is in the house. What up? What up? Let's see. Yeah, I don't think Cash is talking about the TQL guy though. Me and DIY did watch a little bit of that video, but to me it was a lot of gaslighting. I think it was just trying to get people riled up. And you know, for me, I don't take the riling very well. Like, to me, it's like I can see right through it. It's like, um, and then I talked to DIY about it on the phone for a minute, and he's like, the guy's like making 50 mistakes on how things work.
So let me
Yeah.
tell you something that's going on right now that probably hasn't gotten the kind of press that it should. So um, during during the gold rush, whatever you want to call it, there when shipping container prices were going through the roof, that's over with. They've collapsed, and the shipping companies have went back on these ocean carriers for gouging,
Mm,
and they
for
won.
real.
And the ocean carriers are having to rebate money back to the
Mm,
shipping companies for gouging. Um, maybe pipe down a little bit because that could very well happen to us. Companies could go back and say we price gouged, and potentially go back and have a suit to
mm.
make us rebate money back. If they can win over the freaking ocean carriers, they can win over us. Now, granted, half of us will be out of business in 6 months, so it won't really matter. but but
Yeah,
it's a
I would just hang
possibility.
it up. If they came back to me and said, "Hey, we need some of that money back," I'd be like, "Peace."
Deuces. I mean, if they come to you and produce your numbers and your cost per mile was a buck 84, and they come back and say, "Why were you at $10 a mile? You were gouging."
Mm. Papa says brokers work for us. LL, try and get them to make a call for an early delivery or get you a sandwich. Yeah, exactly. If they work for you, call them up and tell them. Say, hey, won't you Uber me some food over here because I'm busy.
Hmm.
Now, unless your broker's DIY, he would probably do it for you. But if
I
it's
believe I have.
TQL, don't worry about it if it's TQL, right? So I want to touch on that a little bit too. That's what she said. Um, so this whole let's break TQL thing. Um, why pick TQL would be my question.
Popular target. I guess it's who his beef is. There was something else too about charging back for a freight claim or something.
Yeah,
But I'm not even going to touch on that or get into that because who the hell knows what the details are on that.
right. Is this a personal vendetta they're gaslighting everybody, trying to get everybody riled up on TQL? My thing would be, let's go after, like, if we're going to go after a brokerage, let's go after one that like I got a personal vendetta with. let's start with a click and go. If we're going to start with one, let's start with one of these click and goes. Um,
Start
but
with the
I don't.
people that have outsourced the business overseas, have taken away any potential for human contact, and your rate is subject to an algorithm of whether or
Yeah.
not there has no personal judgment at all.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Robert B says break the shipper would. Yeah.
Yep, he
Exactly.
said, break the shipper and break the broker. So
Mm,
that's, I mean, that's my number one business strategy is try to break the people I'm doing business with. I find that I get more money that way if I break them.
you're
I find
saying
they pay
break
me
them.
all the money they owe me. In the long run, if they're broke.
Let's break them and then rebuild them. That's what
Yeah,
he
and
meant, I
and
bet.
and after TQL, it's supposed to go to JB Hunt and CH
Right.
Robinson and
Right.
blah blah
Right.
blah. Here's why I don't
uh,
believe in the brotherhood of trucking anymore. This is part of it right here. Like, we all need to get together and blah blah blah. No,
mm,
because I don't want to associate with idiots like that. You don't want to, like, I don't want to be on that team. I don't want my name tied
uh-uh.
up with any of that.
No, no, you can count me out on that one because it's such like I love the 350 a mile thing. Every load, no matter where it goes, should pay 350 a mile.
Okay, well, where do you come up with that number? That's freaking incredibly arbitrary.
Right.
What's the what's
Right.
the what's the science behind it? And what
Um,
and what and what makes you think that that rate is? good for any type of trailer and um,
Hmm. Yeah,
any driver, any operation.
yeah. That's what I was thinking when he said it. I was like, why would I lower my rate to 350 a mile? You know?
Exactly.
Come on.
Yeah.
Uh, I mean, there comes a time when he'd regret that, when rates, when, and you get a big, you get something happening like we had with a pandemic, and you get a bunch of people all stirred up, and
Price
all of a
controls are
sudden,
not good.
no, that's exactly right. That's what I'm getting at. Like, you don't want to be like, it sucks right now, but the fact of the matter is just too many trucks out here. Like, like
Yes.
And it's funny because the people that say there should be a minimum $3.50 a mile are probably the same people that don't like a minimum wage.
Or
If
maybe
you say,
somebody, it's probably the one that intentionally went out and spec'd the truck to get 4 miles per gallon.
yeah, yeah, it's business, boys. It's business. Uh, let's see, come on with it. Says I broke Coca-Cola. Well, yeah,
Mm.
I heard about that. You sent in all them Coca-Cola rewards and got a Maserati out of it. I heard. Let's see here. Clinton Carr comes back with uh, MBBA, make brokers broke again. Yeah, how dare they make money after getting their ass handed to them for a year and a half, 2 years.
Well,
And again,
they did okay.
yeah, and I'm not defending brokers, and I'm not trying to knock brokers here. I'm joking whenever I say
No.
something like
Yeah.
that.
I think we're both
Like
just trying to represent the truth and accuracy.
yes, yes, and for me, it's to call things what they are. That video to me was 100% just gaslighting. It was just
Yes.
trying to get people worked up, trying to give you like my thumbnail tonight, like do I think brokers are the devil? No. No. I work with some that are really awesome. Like we sit there and talk on the phone for 20 minutes, like eh, randomly, and like today, I'm dealing with a really good one right now, like had a little issue this morning. Not a problem. Not a problem. I text the guy at 6 o'clock in the morning. Phone was ringing 8 seconds after I sent the text. Um, like I don't know. I don't know what he's making on the load. I didn't ask him because it ain't my business.
Yeah, I just puzzles me. I mean, said my piece on that thing, on that whole part of it,
Mm,
on the transparency issue.
yeah, yeah.
Wonder if wonder
This
if
truck.
people like him are as willing to be as transparent with their business and show what their margins are
Mm, that's
and
true.
everything.
Does he do weekly recaps? Um,
Ooh.
come on. This truck and life in the house says there will be Volvos everywhere. Yeah. Um, Volvos everywhere. I ran into a slew of Schneider trucks the other day for sale. Pretty good specs, pretty good price. So be sure you are subscribed to my channel if you're not a subscriber, because I do short videos about trucks for sale, and I got some of these Schneider ones coming up. Um, you know, pretty solid looking trucks. I don't know, just saying.
So I'm
Just
not quite over it yet. Um,
what you got?
we want to break the shippers and break the brokers. But then when it's over, we want to go back and work directly with the shippers, uh, and have them set up a load board where we can pull loads right from the shippers. Um, but they're not going to have a problem working with the people that disrupted their whole business model, right? That's not going to be an issue. No
No,
problem there.
no, that's
Okay.
never an issue. I don't see why it would be.
Okay.
We're gonna we're gonna break them, and then we're gonna have a sit down with them,
We gonna hug them.
and yeah, we're gonna hug them, and my hand's gonna go a little low, maybe when we hug, maybe, but at the end of the day, everybody's gonna be happy.
I can't wait for my sit down with international paper so I can tell them the what's for.
Yes, yes, I'm. Yeah, I mean, that's
Tell
what
them
we
how it's
do.
gonna be.
Yeah, exactly. Um, or maybe they're expecting I'm wondering, like, who's mandating the 350 a mile? Is that something we're supposed to like impose?
I don't know.
Oh,
I got news for you. You think a broker can mistreat you? You wait till the shipper gets a hold of your ass. They don't
uh,
talk nice because they don't. Guess what? They don't have to.
yeah,
They don't.
that's true.
That's their freight. It's not a broker. They will light you up.
Mm. Gary Bates says, I got more miles leaving a poop bag with DIY semi written on it than you got getting scammed by foreign brokers, Cavo.
Oh, there goes Gary.
Oh, man. Yeah, Gary Bates was telling me about he cut a hole in the bottom of his seat and he just hangs a bag under there. And, whenever the mood hits him, he just lifts his seat all the way up, does what he's got to do, ties it off, wings it.
You're familiar with the mechanics of that, huh?
That's what Gary was telling me. He drew me a picture and sent it to me, telling me about it.
I kind of want to see that picture. I ain't gonna lie.
Uh,
Is it stick figures or?
it was scratch and sniff.
Oh god.
Come on with it. Says, does the chicken in the background lay eggs? Just saying.
It's doing something
Uh,
back there.
Sometimes it does, I'm sure. Zach said, who pissed off DIY today? Idiots. Idiots.
Actually, if
Um,
truth be told, it would be you. You sent me the video.
yeah. Well, hey, it had to be talked about. I mean, I couldn't let that just go. Like,
No, I've never
you
in my
know,
life done a reaction video. Now I'm ashamed of myself.
this isn't really a reaction video. This is a what's going on in trucking right now video. A
Mm.
reaction video would be like if I was dedicating the whole show just to that and like I was showing little clips of it and then being like, no. This is uh cold water makes you angry at aggro. Aggro. What is that? John says, what up, people coming from Beach, North Dakota? Flying J, cold as a mother and windy here. Yeah, I don't think spring is coming this year. I don't know what happened to Poxitani Phil, but I'm not sure.
Gotta
Not
figure though,
sure.
it's only March 20th. We're just now
Well,
starting to kind of get into it.
yeah, but I was in Louisiana this morning where it should not be 26 degrees in Louisiana.
Oh, it definitely should.
No,
It's
no, no, no.
part of the cleansing process.
Everything's already. They were mowing grass down there yesterday, and
Ooh,
then I
not
get up this morning.
not
It's
anymore.
26. It'll be back. It'll be back maybe. Yeah. Gary Bay says DIY is grandstanding. Yes, but that's
No,
what I brought him on for. That's what I brought
see,
him on for.
you can play me. You play me like a fiddle sometimes. I know what you're doing. You're like, ooh, I need some whatever, some watch time. I'm gonna piss off DIY and then bring him in, get them all fired up, and then you know, flip around, take the other side, make him feel like a dummy.
Mm. No, 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 no. The first part of that, yes, yes. uh, Jay says, I got the solution. I'm going to open a non-profit subscription-based brokerage. There you go. What about that?
I like it.
A subscription-based brokerage. Um, can we start that as a church and use some tax incentives that churches get to hide our profits?
I'll see
Anybody?
why not.
There's DIY triggering, Clinton triggering DIY.
That's right. I'm all
Uh,
yeah. Clinton is all good.
yeah.
He's all good.
McClay said, idiot said if he's getting $4 a mile, nobody should try to take his customer. No concept of free markets. Exactly.
That's not how anything works.
There was a lot of things in there that was like, I don't think they understand what they're asking for.
Let me
It's like,
yes, and let me say this too. That dude with his tone of voice and his general disposition, has about zero chance of going in and getting a customer of his own.
Yeah.
They will. You can't talk to and deal with a customer like you do a broker. It's not the same. It's a different conversation. Like, and if you don't understand these things, they'll see through it in a heartbeat. Like, they know what the hell they're talking about.
Right. Yeah. Most of these people managing the freight at a major shipper, they've been around the block a few times.
Hmm.
Like they see through. They see through it. Like it's you're very right there. But I I think a lot of the stuff they were talking about in that video, I don't think they understand what they're asking for, because who's going to implement it and then who's going to regulate it? Because you think it's going to stop with like, oh, 350 a mile. We're at 350 a mile. Then all of a sudden it'll be like, why don't we lower that down to $3 a mile? Because it seems like you're making a lot of profit. And then before you know it, that's still making a lot of profit.
Before you know it, tires are still $1,000 a piece, and now you're working for
Uh-huh.
275.
Right.
Ask the
Exactly.
farmers about the, controlled pricing, what they get for their
Hmm.
milk prices and their grain prices.
Yes.
Then you rely on federal subsidies for your existence.
Yeah, because they'll get you in the door with the 350 a mile, and
Mm.
and
Lure you
oh
in with a
look,
350 mile, and
we won.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then guess what?
uh,
Guess what? Those regulations will be turned around and applied to us. Look at with
mhm.
Hey, look what just happened with
Yes.
AB5 in California. At first, trucking had nothing to do with it. It was Uber
Yes.
and Lyft. And then all of a sudden, when it's all said and done, Uber and Lyft are exempted, and guess the truckers are stuck with it.
Yeah, I love how that works out. It almost makes me wonder if it, it
It wasn't
wasn't
supposed to be that in the
for,
first place.
yeah, if it was supposed to be for trucking, and then they were like, how are we going to get this, like, how are we going to make this work? um I don't know. Anytime the government's gonna starts off doing something, I'm always like, it ain't what you think it is. It's fixing to be it's fixing to be something totally different by the time they get done with it. Uh, Freight broker CDN in the house says, don't forget, a customer goes out of business, risk for the broker or carrier with direct customers. Yeah.
Oh, one thing in particular uh, that he said was brokers have no credit risk. That could not be further from the truth. They have all the credit risk. They're the one floating the money between you and the
Mm,
customer, especially if
yeah.
they're quick paying you. They take
Yeah.
they maintain all the credit risk, because guess what? If the shipper doesn't pay, they still got to pay you.
Mm, yeah. Or their bond gets hit.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
And guess
There
what?
was a.
They can end up paying twice. If the load gets scammed or double brokered and they end up paying the wrong carrier, guess what? They still owe you the money.
Good point. It's a good point. Thanks CDN for stopping by. If you guys don't know, CDN did a video with DIY the other day on DIY's channel. Go check that out.
CDN's one
That
of the
was,
good guys. He's like
yeah,
he's trying to help people, like
yeah, that,
going way above and beyond what what anybody needs to do to help people.
yeah, that live show you guys did, that was a wealth of knowledge. That's
I
one of
hope
those.
I hope we can do more.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you ever wondered or wanted to know more about how brokering works, and like, it's always good to understand both sides if you're in business. It's like a good car dealer is probably someone that's bought and sold a lot of cars. They've worked it from both sides. So yeah, go check that video out, guys. That's worth a listen. Put it on in the background while you're riding down the road or something. Like, I recommend that one. RJ said, too many crybabies making assumptions from ignorance and self-interest. Yeah, that was my thing too. Like, why are we picking on TQL? Because they're easy to pick on, or because you got a
They're,
personal vendetta?
they're not even the worst of the worst.
They're really not. I mean, do I like a 5:30 a.m. Check call?
No.
No, but it's kind of part of the business. Or I turn my ringer off. It's like it's pretty simple. And the other thing TQL always gets picked on for is posting loads in different cities. Okay. I get it. You call about it. It makes your butt hurt. Have I recommended this before? Get you some butt
Mm.
hurt cream.
They
It's
got that
called
in menthol.
business. No, that might sting a little bit
Mm.
if you got them. If you got you if you got you a batch of grapes hanging back there, that might sting a little bit.
That's how I like to keep myself awake when I'm driving late at night.
Oh,
Get something mentholated and
man. Whew,
stuff. Put it up in there.
damn it, bye. Wait.
Thank you with both feet for the Cash App. He sent me a Cash App, told me to go jump in a frozen lake to cool off.
Oh man, that's craziness. Okay, that was you. That was you telling me you're gonna be a couple minutes late. Um, let's see here. What else is he mad about? Robert Beal stuff. What else are you mad about? Anything else I can bring up DIY that?
I should go back and make myself watch the rest of that video just to get the rest. So I'm not, I hate to shortchange myself on, massive coronaries and strokes. Like, here's the thing
Wait.
too. If we don't speak up against that, then
Mhm.
it has a higher likelihood of success. It's like,
Yeah,
what's the phrase? All that is necessary for evil to succeed is for good men to do nothing.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
not that that's evil and we're good, but if you don't want that, let it be known.
yeah, yeah. That's why I sent it to you. I was like, look at this.
Yeah,
Look at this for a minute. Take this in. Breathe that in for a minute. Freight trucking, $25. Tip your host. He gets guests to blow their lid. Yeah, you dang right. You dang
I'm
right. I
blowing
can
nothing for you.
I can trigger them with the best. I had Fate Trucking blow up and leave a live show one day. Um,
I remember that, and we didn't even trick him into it.
no, no, it was it's just how it works
Somebody should
sometimes.
make a
Like,
meme out of that.
oh, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I got a lot of things. I got a lot of irons in the fires right now, as they say. Let's see. Somebody done poke the bear. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. We got DIY straight on fire. Uh, coming this spring, DIY Unchained on NBC. Yeah, I'm
All
gonna.
right, I feel like I need to apologize.
I am. No, no, no. Don't do that. I'm currently cutting out your rant right now to make a video that'll be out first thing. Uh, I'm gonna have. I'm gonna have your face on Kenneth Copeland's body when he went off on that reporter. He's all.
Nice. Hey, I've just passed an important milestone in subscribers. I don't need to go backwards.
Yeah, let's talk about that. DIY. He is blowing past your favorite YouTuber, so you better go subscribe to DIY. You want to be on that bandwagon so when he gets really big, you can say, hey, bro, I was one of your first 40,000 subscribers.
Uh,
Um,
no, so when you see me on the national news, you can say, I knew that guy before he went on the rampage.
yeah. Yeah, when you see DIY at Matt's interviewing the biggest of the big companies, and you'll want to know you knew the guy before he blew up.
Ooh, I got a big meeting tomorrow at 11 a.m. with a
Mm,
with a national type company.
you had better go in there and make me proud because I need that. I
We're
need that.
we're zooming it. I'm gonna wear
Ooh,
pants for
nice,
that one. I assure you, pants will be worn.
nice, nice. Um, take off your fake eyelashes when you go in there. I know you like to sit around the house in your fake eyelashes.
I do.
Um, maybe
Tuck,
wait till afternoon to put your makeup on. I don't know.
tuck and tape.
Oh man, CDN. If brokers are getting 45%, why aren't you opening a freight brokerage to get that 45% in your pocket? It's really easy being a freight broker. Yeah, yeah.
It sucks being a freight broker right now. I'm not even trying right now. I'm not even trying to get new loads
Yeah,
because I
yeah.
don't like the price you have to bid to win the business. I ain't gonna be the guy peddling freight for that. I'd rather not do it at all. Screw it. There'll be a a time and a place for that. I don't want my reputation tied to that.
Well, if you guys didn't know, I am starting a freight brokerage right now. It's called America #1 Freight Broker in America for sure. And I'm outsourcing
For glorious
everything.
benefit of America, make better country.
Well, I needed to have the most American name ever because I'm outsourcing everything to Pakistan. And not the good part of Pakistan, the part
Only like
that,
the Karachi.
the part they blew up. I'm just saying.
The part what's that zone that they battle with India all the time, right on the border?
Yeah, we're
Oh
going,
shoot, I can't remember the name of it. Somebody will
and
say it.
it's in the intrusion zone or whatever they call it. The one you talking about, the one where they have like military parades and exercises every day. Like,
Well, there's like the border, and India's on one side and Pakistan's on one side. And every day they're just kind of standing there looking at each other, looking for a reason
yeah,
to shoot.
yeah,
I
they do
forget.
like
There's a
these.
zone. There's a name for that zone, but I can't remember.
Okay. Clinton Carr says, was just a riff. Calm down. No, God, Clinton, don't say that. We had him all kind of stirred up.
See, Clinton. Now I know your name. Now I know your game, Clinton Carr. You're
mm,
just the one trying to stir me up. Thank you, Fate Trucking, for the Cash App. That's very, very kind of you.
Clinton Carr is not one of my troll accounts, if anybody's wondering. That was not me in the background. You know, setting traps. I come in pieces. Thank you, sir, on that Toyota. Whoo, yeah, get you a Toyota.
I got 2 of them.
Mm,
Love them. I'd
look
like to
at
get me a
you.
Toyota pickup truck, but maybe someday.
Well, hey, you bought you a Powerball ticket for tonight yet?
No, I still haven't checked my one from last Wednesday.
I mean, if you win, you could go halves on a Toyota with somebody. Them pickup trucks, boy, they holding value right now. I've been eyeballing them, man. You can't do nothing with it.
Yeah.
Tony says last week running last year's bid, didn't win the bid, running for Ship X, great shippers and receivers, running Tennessee to Oregon, Ohio. There you go.
Yeah, I won one. I won
Great.
3 lanes that I bid last month, and before we could even start hauling the lane, I lost it to somebody else at a much lower rate. Bidding wasn't even open anymore.
Man. Hey, sorry, I came in there with America #1 Eagle Transport Brokerage, and I had my boy Darren from Pakistan call it in, and you know, he told him we could do it for a goat and a wheel of cheese, and they took it.
Yeah, now I see those. Now I see that lane on D for $1.79 a mile all in, and I won it for $2.20 a mile plus fuel.
Yeah, yeah. You can thank America #1 Transport Bald Eagles over here.
And long ship.
Yeah, they got long something going on over there. Thank you again, Fate Trucking, for the super chats. I guess everybody else is too broke. They're getting ripped off by the brokers, so they can't super chat.
Ooh.
Crazy Uncle BOC's in the house. One of you northern Midwestern experts, tell me if it's worth picking up in Chanhassen, Minnesota. If you got a secret, text me instead, you silly boys. What's up?
If you leave in Chanhassen going back to the East Coast, maybe we meet up, do a collab video.
There you go. There you go.
Feel safe. I feel safer on my home turf. No casinos, no nightclubs.
Shit. You boys be at the whole chunk over there before you know it. You be whole chunking at the whole chunk.
That's right.
Yeah, I had some fun over there at the whole chunk. You know, they got that hotel across the street. Just saying, it was fun. It was fun. But Chan has what come? I don't know. I'm trying to think of what's over there. there's something over there that I do a lot in that area. But if you're going back to the East Coast, get that money. Don't do it for nothing less than $3.50 a mile. And if it's TQL, don't do it. CDN Freiburger says, if carriers want to make an impact, every carrier cancel all your loads Tuesday, March 21st. I am 100% confident every carrier will find direct shipper loads by the end of the day. Yes. What if I'm already booked on a load that day and there's no way in hell I'm canceling it?
I question the future of load boards to begin with, or their what I call their dominance of the spot market. More and more brokers are trying to kind of move away from the load boards and do things. They'll set up their own internal load board,
Yes.
email. They really want to just keep doing business with the same people they're doing business with, especially in a
Yeah.
time like this with all the fraud. I got frauded. Somebody linked my email to another carrier, and I had to call Trucker Tools and get it straightened out.
Wow.
I said, I want this handled immediately. Yep. I found out purely by accident.
Wow.
It's rampant. So I wonder, if more brokers will have their own apps, stuff like that.
Yeah, no doubt. Fake Trucking says, crazy Uncle BLC, stay away from my lane, big boy. Whose lane is that again, Fake Trucking? Whose lane is that? Huh. Let me think who was doing that way before Fake Trucking. Oh, me. Let's see. Uncle Bill says, Fake, come on, help a brother out, down on his luck. Yeah, wait till a good storm comes in there, BOC. Wait a couple days, wait for the next blizzard to come through. I've been doing really good playing in the snow here lately.
I tell you what, Wisconsin has pretty much taken an Amber Heard on my pillow. Wisconsin Freight has pooped the bed.
That's rough.
Yeah.
Hate to hear that. Sorry, I'm working with Chat GPT right now. I'm trying to have it write me a song. Listen to this. How you think? Wait a minute. I'm trying to have it write me a song about trucking in the style of the Beatles.
Ooh, give me a second.
I'm all right. Are you taking my idea? It's yellow. Write a song about trucking in the style of the Beatles. It's writing me a song right now. Hang on a second. It's gonna be like, hey dude, while you trucking. Oh, here it is. Verse 1. Y'all ready? You want to hear the first verse, DIY?
Yeah.
It says, rolling down the open road in my big truck. I've got my cargo and my load. I'm just a simple man. The wheels keep turning all day long. I'm driving through the night. I'm just a trucker with a song, and everything feels right.
Ooh. Ooh, mine has a chorus. Does yours have a chorus and a bridge?
Oh yeah. Look, mine's like still cranking. Mine's still knocking it out. Yeah, I got a
So
chorus.
is mine. Oh, I'm on the outro.
So, what was your input?
Mine is rolling down the highway. It's just me and my big rig. Got a long way to go, but I don't mind a bit. The wheels keep on turning as I sing this tune. It's a lonely life, but it'll do for now until I see you soon. Trucking down the open road, feeling like a beetle with a heavy load. My rig is my guitar and the road is my stage. Trucking. until I turn the page. There's a verse
No,
too, if you're all about it.
I meant what did you put in? Like, what was your search?
Write me a song about trucking in the genre of the Beatles.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That crazy Chat GPT. You so silly. Tell you what.
Yeah, I've been playing around with that a lot here lately. Clinton Carr, $5 super chat. Thank you, sir. He says the new 1.3 million square foot facility will be state of the art distribution center for General Mills coming to Rockford, Illinois area.
Ooh.
This area is popping.
We like that.
Wow. General Mills. General Mills. Wow.
I got it. About.
Are you taking my idea?
Write me a song about those no good freight brokers.
In the style of George Thorogood.
Oh man, Chat GPT got it going on.
Have you had it write songs for you before?
I have not.
Oh yeah, dude. You can get crazy with the cheese whiz. Have it write you a song about sexual exploration in the style of Barry White.
Oh, you want to hear just the chorus?
Paste it.
You want to hear just the chorus of this song?
What's that?
No good freight brokers. They make our job a pain. They play games with their time and drive us insane. We haul their loads, but they don't pay us right. No good freight brokers. They're a thorn in our side. So to all those no good freight brokers out there, listen up. Take a little bit of care. Because without us truckers, you'd have no game. No good freight brokers. You should be ashamed.
Dang.
Damn, ChatGPT knows all about freight brokers. This is hilarious. This is a good song. Oh man, we should get what's his old bony fingers man to sing this song. Whatever the hell his name is.
Oh man.
Oh, I know how to make $1 billion with ChatGPT, man. I'm gonna tell it to write me a #1 hit country song. Then I'm gonna get me a belt buckle, some hair product, maybe a cowboy hat.
No. That's not how you make it in country music anymore. You put on some really tight jeans and then
Eyeliner.
it's some eyeliner and then you know you drink Michelob Ultra. DIY, take your horse to the old town road till you can't ride no more. Thank you. Boy,
Yes.
that song slaps, dude. Man, does that song slap. Do you like that song, DIY?
It's not a bad one, you know.
But
I'm unstoppable. I'm a Porsche with no brakes. I'm invincible.
Okay.
Unstoppable.
I got a great video I got to send you of someone singing that song.
Bubba?
Yeah, he's on a 3-horse carousel, and I didn't tell him to do it. He's just on there riding, singing that song. That's good stuff. Stephen G says, I think DIY is spot on. Brokers bid on contracts, too many trucks and fewer loads. Drivers, the rates down. Basic economics. Yeah. That's another thing I've meant to touch on earlier when we were talking about this. You got to understand, like, the brokers are not what's killing trucking right now. The horrible economy is what's killing trucking right now.
Yeah, trucking does not exist outside of the economy as a whole. It's part of it.
Exactly. And let's face it, it's flooded right now. Trucking needs like a flush. You know what I mean? And honestly, like, it's the people that need the $3 a mile to break even. That's the ones that really are hurting everybody. Like, if they would, go do something else. Fake Drinks is crazy. Uncle BOC, I was sitting in the penthouse in Vegas stacking your chips. Dang. My two heroes, Cash and DIY, you both make the world a better place. Thank you, Mark the Mailman. Thank you. He has so much love for me and DIY, but yet so much not love for Fate Trucking.
I forgot about that. Forgot all about that.
Crazy Uncle Bill says, listen, I'll be delivering some sweet, sweet baby formula to you mothers in Minnesota on Friday from Vegas. I think supplying your children with sustenance is commendable. Is that still exempt? Can you still run baby formula exempt?
I don't know. I wouldn't think so.
Okay. If Clinton is making you that mad, don't listen to that trucker's coach says about brokers.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. I don't listen to people that have less subscribers than me.
Ooh, shots fired. Shots
Just kidding.
fired.
Oh, now you got me. I got to go back and watch that.
Get them. Get them. No, I refuse to watch that because
the only thing I hear
like,
playing in the background when I'm listening to that is
oh man, brutal. Yeah, nah, I mean, I can't watch that. Like, you know, he can do his own thing. We exist in two different worlds. Like, you know, just the way I got to look at it. We exist in two different worlds because, like, you know, if you sit around and tell me not to do something for 5 years and then you go do it, it's like credibility gone. So I got to do it. It says, what about getting a rate kind for 1,000 and 2 weeks later being paid $850 with them saying that the customer changed the rate right after I ran the load?
that don't fly.
No.
I have somebody that can help you with that. AWA, Alexander Winton and Associates. If you need to collect on that, just tell them I sent you. They'll hook you right up.
Yeah.
If it's if you aren't worried about preserving the relationship.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're about getting that 150 bones, hit them up because you got a signed contract with them, and their contract is with
Yeah, don't matter what. Yeah, that's not a you problem. That's a they problem.
True. Richard says, you bet that brokers are getting way too much. Look at the big brokers give away millions a year to charities. Why are truckers losing their trucks, but the brokers are just laughing? How many trucks you lose, DIY?
I just bought 2 more.
Yeah. I think the truckers that are losing their trucks are maybe the ones that didn't build their business properly. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, brokers are winning right now. Nobody can deny that. But I mean, it's kind of how it works. Sometimes you're the hammer, sometimes you're the nail.
Yeah.
You know, were you feeling bad about getting $10 a mile 2 years ago?
Well, another thing too is like we're going through a period where like there's gonna have to be some people leave the industry. I think
Absolutely.
the guys
it needs to happen like badly.
I think the guys who were like on the fence and acknowledged it a while back and went ahead and sold while the prices were up on equipment and went and found something better to do than running spot market freight. I think it was a smart move, honestly. Like, if your business is and this hurts, I know it does. So, by all means, get your butt hurt cream ready because, coming at you with butt hurt cream. But if you're still in it and you're running nothing but spot market freight, you were not paying attention when freight was good. You were not building relationships. You were on Tinder. You were on Tinder swiping right on every damn 3-tooth, whatever that popped up, sea monster. You was on there. Whoo, need that one. I need that one. I need that one. I need that one. I need that one.
And then meeting them at the Chrome shop.
Yeah, exactly. And then meeting them at the Chrome shop.
Guess what? What were we doing? You know, I'm bringing on people like Paul, you know, begging you to establish, you know, relationships with customers and direct freight as best you can. You know, telling you this is going to happen. You're saying this is going to happen. We're all saying this is going to happen. People trying to provide solutions to steer you to this before this happened. And,
Yeah.
you know, no, this is the new normal. Well, it can't go down. Oh, I hope fuel goes up because I'm going to make so much more off the surcharge. Well,
and,
how did that work? How did it go?
and there's the difference, DIY. That's why you have more subscribers, because these other people were out here. Oh, you need to get you a subscription to this here load board, because this here load board's got the best paying freight ever. Well, guess what? I've said it many, many times. That load board is like Tinder or Match.com. You can go on there and meet some people, but you don't want to be on there your whole life. You know, that's swiping right, like,
But how can you
I
take
don't know.
money from the load board that promote them and then say what scumbags brokers are, who are the load board's biggest customers?
Yeah. Yeah, I
The
pointed
brokers
that
pay
out.
more of the bill over there than we do. That brokerage
Uh,
package is not cheap.
yeah. Yeah, and I've tried to explain this to people before. Just so you know, DAT load board is for brokers. They only offer it to truckers so the brokers got somebody to sell to. Like, that thing is designed. You look at the broker side versus the carrier side, it's two different worlds, man. Like, they're you know how you use that 15-day average to negotiate with the broker? That is hilarious, because they get real-time information on what that load should be posted for, not a 15-day average. They get a right here, right now. We know how many trucks are in this area, and we know how many loads are available. And if you want to move that load, this is your price.
Hmm.
Like, I don't know. I've seen behind the curtain on that one. Actually, it's funny. I got a commercial one time. I think I talked about this. I got a commercial on YouTube one time that was for the brokerage side of DAT. And man, oh man, do they sell hard. Like, like,
I
are
pay
you
I pay over $400 a month, and I don't even have all the features. And that's for me. If I want to add users, multiply that.
right?
It's not like one subscription covers the whole office. You got to have it per
Yeah,
workstation.
yeah. Crazy Uncle BOC says, I just got owned by Vegas for 10K. Man, let go earn again. Yeah, that's usually how it works out there, BOC. I don't know what forums you're looking at, but normally Vegas keeps your money when you leave. Hence the fancy water features and giant neon lit buildings.
If I'm coming home 10 G's later from Vegas, I'm gonna have some damn fine memories to go with it. I tell you what.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, yeah. Ooh, let me think for a minute. Yeah, there was that one time.
That was more than once.
Whew,
Don't you
yeah.
lie.
No, no, no. I'm just saying there was that one time.
Oh,
The memory of all memories. Um, and I've been to Vegas a few times, and honestly, I probably haven't gambled $10,000 in like every time they're combined. Um, I'm not a gambler, I'm just because I'm no good at it. Like, it's not my thing.
you are too. Every time you eat at the Chinese buffet on the road, you're
What
rolling
was
the
that
dice.
one?
The Magic
There,
Dragon.
there was one chopsticks in Louisiana last night. I almost went to chopsticks. Um, Highway Pitmaster represents Citral, Indiana. Okay, I'm almost an hour behind on the freaking comments. I just realized that.
I'll shut my
Let me.
yapper so you can catch up.
No, you're good. I just let me move ahead a little bit here. I know everybody's talking to everybody, but um, we'll move up here to Fate Trucking. $25. Tip your host. Gets the guests to blow their lids. That's for sure. Tony says, why Prime always in a hurry? Because they're in that slow ass truck and they feel pent up. A slow truck will be the first one to pass you in a construction zone. Anybody else notice that? Those trucks that are governed to like 62, like 63 and under, that'll always be the one that passes you in a construction zone. RXO be calling all the time. Clinton Carter says, I thought fake trucking retired, damn it, boy. Damn boy. Gary Jimmer says, I'll give you 25 if he blows my lid. Come on with it. Actually, it's going to cost you more than 25, but whatever. Get ready for quick pay to be 90 days with that $3.50 a mile. Yeah. Kashmir. Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Write me
That's the India, Pakistan
okay.
region.
I thought they were talking about a
Led Zeppelin song. Yeah.
Write me a trucking song in the style of Kashmir.
Oh, jeez.
I didn't mean really do it. I mean, but hey, if you're already doing it, yeah, seriously, I'm gonna tell you the best one you can do is like write me a song about like I think it was sexual or exploration in the style of the Muppets. I think was my best one I done the other day. Get it to do that, then copy and paste it and send it to someone without any context. Oh, Michael says, I pay all expenses and I get 90% of the load and pay $4.55 a week to rent a trailer. Is that good?
$4.55 a week for a trailer is pretty steep.
Is that a refrigerated trailer?
Yeah, that's a little different, but.
And does that include insurance?
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Damn.
I mean, that's a steep, like 90%. If that's your only cost, is that trailer, then you're not doing horrible. But if it's $4.50 a week for a dry van, and on top of that, it's got like, if you've got $800 in fixed cost a week, that's a little steep. But it also depends on, are you getting treated right, and do they got good paying freight and that type of thing too. I always like to remind people, don't always just get caught up on a percentage, because sometimes that percentage is deceiving. Like do you want 88% and I trim the top off of every rate con,
Yes.
or at super number one American Bald Eagle Transport, that's what I like to do.
So any updates on the on our favorite breakfast foods company?
Not that I know of. Not that I know of. I ain't really been keeping track of it either.
No emails?
It says, does it smell like curry and disappointment? Oh my God, it does. Clint Guard says, rates have bottomed out just yet. Haven't bottomed out just yet. Will reverse after Fed lowers interest rates. Yeah, that's got a lot to do with the economy. It really does, because these big companies love to borrow billions of dollars when it's free, but boy, when they got to pay interest on it, they're like, yeah, maybe not, maybe tomorrow. So
Yeah. You want to see a whole bunch more banks fail? Raise interest rates again.
oh,
They're
it's
gonna get
coming.
caught. They're gonna get caught in that bond rate spread. Right now,
Yeah,
a lot of them are teetering. You raise the rate, they're pinched.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, it's kind of, you got to play within the rules, and the rules are kind of unwinnable. Since Morales says, I'm starting a broker. It's just called brokering. Called just brokering. I'll be in my boat.
Oh, jeepers! Harsh.
Man, brutal. Are you? Do they have a? Uber for boats? Is there a company for that? Can I start
I don't know.
that? Am I allowed to start that? Trucking with a highway pitmaster says, demilitarized zone, maybe.
That's
I
what we
think
need
that's,
is a pit master. I need somebody to barbecue for me.
yeah, that's exactly right.
Now I'm
It's
hungry.
about that. It's about that time of year. Um, they probably got paid in poppies too. Okay, that's for sure. It's called Kashmir. Cashmere. Michael says rates get better in the summer, right? Not particularly.
Maybe not this summer.
Well,
maybe next summer, and it's gone.
your typical freight cycle is January, February, March, kind of in a lull, and then typically like your spring, your March, April, May, June, you typically get a ramp up because people are out doing more. They're building houses. They're the pit masters barbecuing, and then you kind of get a lull after like July, August, then kind of in September, October, you start building for holiday season, and then you go good through there. But maybe not this year because no one's building houses. Um, eating
We
is going to be optional this year for a lot of
we
families.
we just did have a tick up in flatbed, a mild tick, but
Oh yeah.
reefer. Let me go back to my freight waves numbers here that from one of my good trusted friends here that emails to me them on a weekly basis.
Okay.
The van tender rate rejection index climbed slightly to 3.39, which is good. The flatbed outbound tender reject index continues to climb. It's up to 17.66, so that's pretty good. And the reefer rose slightly to 3.81, which is still very low. For reference, in April 2020, during the height of the pandemic, it was 3.82. So we are officially below the volumes for the height of the pandemic for outbound tender rejections.
Okay. If everybody could smash that like button for me, subscribe to the channel if you're not. Go check out DIY Semi. Somebody drop me a link for DIY's channel there if you could,
Yeah,
please.
you got a bunch of people watching right now. If anybody's not subscribed to me, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah. What are you pushing for over there, DIY? I know you're right on the verge of a big number. What are we talking?
We're at 39. We just hit 39.5 today. We're at
Okay.
39.505.
That's it. So I'm saying there's 129 people in here right now. If everyone went and subscribed and then subscribed with all their troll accounts, you would easily be over 40,000.
There you go.
Oh man. According to Elon Musk, every YouTube channel or every person on YouTube has 4 troll accounts. He did the math on it.
Is that all?
It's on average. This Trucking Life says once the speed is limited across the board, AI will be used exclusively to eliminate spot. I went down the rabbit hole. The ELDs and apps are already collecting data. Oh yeah, they've been collecting your data forever. For sure. For sure. Minnesota Kid says, what time you start live feed? Had China Buffet in Moston. Good stuff like always. Yeah, we've been at this for about an hour and a half. I'm about to wrap her up here. From Fanatic says Amber Heard can definitely drop a deuce. She can, and then blame it on a small dog. I like her moxie. I love them crazy, dog. Crazier the better. One goat, a flip flop, and a year subscription to today's Treven. Hey, come on.
Hey now.
Come on with it. Minnesota Kid Fate has the baby face now with no hair on his face. Yeah, that dude looks like he's 12 now. Looks like a damn high schooler stole a Kia, drove it to his truck, and then stole a truck. Robert B says, where in Rockford is this being built? Yeah, 1.3 million square feet, man. These warehouses are getting loco. Robert B. Yeah, Belvedere. Excuse me. That was in Belvedere. Yeah, I saw that. Something about that. Come on with us. This Chat GPT Bald Eagle American #1 brokerage song. Ooh, that's a good one.
I'm doing it right now.
McGlay says there's a carrier in Gulfport telling me I'll average 280 a mile hauling bananas to the Midwest and back haul. And a backhaul. Too good to be true? No. Go do that. Go do
Yeah.
that. Now, if you go there and you do it and you average $2 a mile, they got some splaining to do. But typically, what happens is with those is you're going to be pulling a shipping container,
Oh,
okay, and then you're going to go out with a shipping container, and then you're going to backhaul something that's going overseas in a shipping container. So you'll take bananas out of Gulfport, and then in a shipping. Ain't that normally how it's that's normally how that's done, right? And then they backhaul it straight into a shipping container.
yeah. I'm busy writing a song for Bald Eagle #1 freight brokerage. You
Oh,
got it.
okay.
You ready for this?
Yeah,
You ready for this?
sing it.
All right. I'm not gonna sing it, but uh,
Come on, put some heart in it.
in the land of the free, where the eagle soars, there's a freight brokerage that's breaking down doors. With the
Mm,
spirit of America and a heart full of pride, Bald Eagle, Bald Eagle Brokerage is always on our side.
nice.
They know the road like the back of their hand with a team of experts that's second to none. They'll move
Mm,
your freight with speed and care. Bald Eagle Brokerage. They're always there. Now to the
nice.
chorus. Bald Eagle, America's #1. They've got grit and the strength to get the job done. From coast to coast and everywhere in between. Bald Eagle Brokerage. They're the American dream.
Mm,
It's
nice.
still it's still writing, dog.
Yeah, yeah. That's a great. I mean, um, yeah. I'm gonna tell you right now. If you haven't played around with the Chat GPT, man, like I get stuck on that. I'm there for like 2 hours. Like the things that thing can do is
Hmm.
unbelievable. Um,
And that's just the text. That's not the video and all that.
mm. Clinton Guard, they better have a scale on site. Come on with it. Robert B says, interesting. I delivered some General Mail stuff to Romeoville in a warehouse they are renting. Yeah, they're probably getting ready to move all that out to the Rockford.
Mm.
Fate Trucking just texted me, says, asked DIY, why do dispatchers book loads drivers can't do?
Um, any good driver should be able to do the loads I dispatch. Um,
Mm,
text him back. Ask him what kind of cheese he wants with his wine.
mm. I'm going to say you ladies can take that clucking up amongst yourself. Uh, I thought maybe that would trigger you, and then he would have to super chat me to respond to it. But
Here's the level that Fate Trucking goes to. Here, I already called my wife about that to ask me the same question.
oh,
Put
oh,
her up to asking me the same question.
he ran to Mama after
Hmm.
Daddy told him no.
Uh huh.
Classic move. Uh, that's to the truck. Yeah, 280 a mile to the truck. It's not bad. I will tell you what you're dealing with there is you're dealing with containers, which is typical. Sometimes can be a pain in the ass because they use those tires sit there for 10 years and then you take off with it with a 40,000 pound of bananas on there and you're popping tires. There's a lot of hassle in dealing with container. I've been to the port down there in Gulfport many times. Um, it can be a madhouse there at times. That's a decent port of the banana ports. That's not one of the bad ones, but just know it's paying good because it's a lot of hassle. But if you're good at dealing with hassle and figuring out problems, then go make that 280 a mile. Um, Clinton says it's going to be the actual central hub, $100 million building. Wow,
Wow.
dang. They're
Yeah, but
paying
100 million don't buy what it used to.
yeah, that's $100 a square foot. Damn, that's an expensive warehouse. Um,
Concrete's expensive these days.
well, I mean, if you're the general, now let me ask you this:
You
Is
save
the gen?
s- save on car insurance online. That's what you'll do.
Well, I'm asking is the General Mills any kin to the General Insurance?
Ooh. They're on opposing sides of the battle.
They
One's a
don't fight
Yankee,
for the same army.
one's a Yankee, one's a Southern
Oh
boy.
shit. Mm. I'd put my money on the one with the Keebler elves. Of course, the other one's got shacks, so Uh, actually, I'd pay money to see this.
Yeah.
Oh, makes sense. Let me ask Chat GPT: who would win in a war, General Mills or General Car Insurance?
I'm on it.
Okay. I like having you as my Chat GPT sidekick. Um, the more you put into Chat GPT, the better it gets at like predicting what you want, right?
And how ridiculous you are.
Yes, yes. Um, Since per mile says Clinton, I doubled. It changed much. The Chrysler plant there is moving to Mexico, so those truckers can't just transfer over to cover those loads. Okay.
Got an answer for you.
What does it say?
As an AI language model, I cannot predict the outcome of hypothetical scenarios involving companies engaging in a war. It's important to note that such a situation would be illegal and unethical, as companies should not resort to violence to settle their differences.
Uh,
It is always better for businesses to seek peaceful and legal solutions to any disputes or conflicts that may arise.
hmm.
Oh, how about we ask it if TQL is the devil?
I already know the answer to that. Ask it, why is gaslighting so fun? Uh,
It does not know if TQL is the devil or not. It's up to each
yeah.
individual to make their own judgment.
As an AI language model, I can't tell you about deities. Um, I asked it a lot of things the other day about that. Clinton
Here,
Carr says,
why
was that
why is gaslighting so fun? Come on, ChatGPT, faster. Gaslighting is a form of emotional abuse that involves manipulating someone into questioning their own sanity, memory, or perception of reality. It is not healthy, productive, or ethical behavior and should never be considered as fun. ChatGPT is shaming me, isn't he?
Chat GPT is very woke? Okay, let me tell you. Ask it. Say, Chat GPT, are you woke?
Okay.
Uh, while you do that, I'm gonna read. Clinton Carr says, seen a new Americode building up in Janesville the other day. Something is going on around here. Investors acting like it's not a recession. Well, the population is growing, so you got to continue to build, and certain things will always be there.
ChatGPT says it does not have the ability to be woke in the way that humans use the term. My programming is designed to respond to questions and provide information based on my training data without bias or judgment. I
Right.
strive to be inclusive, respectful, and responsive to a wide range of perceptives and, experiences. So, the last sentence pretty much saying, yes, I'm woke.
Yeah. Yeah. It's saying the people who programmed me are very woke. So, yes, I am woke. Let me translate that for you. Um, uh, is General Mills moving into the Chrysler plant? I think they're building. I think they're building its own thing. But Chrysler is shutting down there, right? Or did they change their mind on that?
I don't know.
Yeah, they were building the Dodge Ram there or something there at one point, and then I think they said they were going to switch to like uh, something else. And then they went from like they were building a few Rams there, and then they went to building like a little Jeep Liberty or something there, and now I don't know. Now I don't know. Cash could have Neil Diamond's America as the hold music for his brokerage. I like
Oh,
that.
cool. How about Mo Bandy Americana?
Mm. I was thinking that one song that Hulk Hogan used to come out to. Um,
Jeez. Ah, you're good.
uh, you call in and it's America,
Waylon Jennings has an America song also.
or the Team America,
Oh,
America, fuck yeah,
yeah.
coming to save the motherfucking
Motherfucking
day,
day,
yeah.
yeah. America.
Oh, no, Chrysler Building is dead. Hopefully, someone buys it. Ooh, boy, what a liability would that be? How old is that Belvedere car
Here's
plant
what'll
there?
happen. Government will take it over and sell it to an electric vehicle manufacturer for pennies on the dollar. Or one
Mm,
of their pet solar companies to make stupid
yeah, yeah,
solar panels there.
yeah. Or option 3, the government will buy it and use it to house us when we act up and don't do what they want us to do.
When we challenge GPT too much.
Yes. When you ask the wrong question on Chat GPT and your screen turns red and you get a phone call instantly. Has that happened to you yet? Because it will.
Multiple times.
Keep fucking around and you're going to find out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, scene title on YouTube, Dodge not selling much cars and trucks. I mean, like, I went by a Chevrolet dealership the other day. They don't make cars anymore. There was not like a single car on the lot. Like, it was all SUVs and big jacked up GMC. I got a small dingaling trucks.
Wasn't Chrysler the one that by like 2026 is going 100% electric? Was it Chrysler? It was one of the majors.
Wow, hell, I think Cadillac has already went all electric, haven't they?
I don't know.
Yeah. You know, whatnot. RJ says, why you gotta do Opie like that? Come on, DIY. Go early.
You're just gonna get me in trouble for online bullying.
No, we're just talking about a great American sitcom. Tell me
I
that
was
story
watching
about
it the other day.
Tell me a story about an Andy Griffith you watched recently, DIY.
There's this one girl, she was divorcing her husband and she wanted to marry Andy. And she went out in the woods and buried like a chicken bone and like a teapot and some other stuff. And she said, now that my divorce is final, I'm going to marry you, Andy. And that's when they were back at the police station there. And her dad and brothers come running in, uncles trying to talk her out of it. Why are you divorcing so and so? It was his son or whatever. How many women you know that found a man that does this and does that and hardly ever beats them? I'm like, boy, that's couldn't really say that anymore.
No.
He hardly ever hits you. I'm like, well, okay, that's how we measure things.
I'm currently got Chat GPT writing me a heavy metal song in the genre of Andy Griffith's theme song.
Ooh.
Some aggressive whistling. Oh, me. I could see them turning it into a distribution center. Chrysler got them railroads built in. Yeah, I used to work for a Carrier air conditioner place in Tennessee, and it was about 1 million square feet. That building was, and they shut her down and they moved. They moved south, and everybody said, "Oh, well, they'll just turn it into a distribution center." Yeah, they sectioned off about 50,000 square feet of it and made that a distribution center. But the rest of that building probably still sits empty to this day. Those old buildings like that are massive liabilities. Like what's a roof on 1 million square foot building going to run you? Like
a flat one,
yeah, just resealing that thing. Like come on. And that one I worked at, they had a lot of leaks. They had like a whole system for when it sprung a leak. Minnesota Kid says he's going to poop in the fuel tanks of the Somali trucks. Wow, that's aggressive. J-Night TV says, okay, what did I miss out on? Oh, you got to get this one from the beginning, or just stay tuned for the mini videos I'm going to clip out of it.
Somebody had a super chat.
Okay, I'm trying to find the Andy Griffith episode where, hardly ever gets beat. Let's see what we got here. High Beams Trucking in the house, $5. Thank you, sir. Says, hi guys, Mr. DIY. By any chance, do you have the part number to transition from half to full 2 leaf springs on a Columbia. Any help appreciated.
1 second. Google searching something. Marry him. So part number. Go back in the comments. I may have left it in the comments for somebody on that video. Maybe not. There's only 3 leaf springs for that truck. The one you have. One is for a car hauler. It's a low sprung leaf spring, and then the other one, which is the 2 spring leaf spring. If you're hard up for it, call T&E Tire in Kansas City. Talk to Chris. He can give you that part number. But
Okay.
I'll have to do some. I don't have it. I can go. It wasn't even on my invoice, so they didn't give me the part number. It might be on the spring. I can go. I could go check and see if it's on the spring. But High Beams, email me, and I got tomorrow. I'll check and see if that number's on the spring, and I could email it back to you.
Velox is in the house. What up, Velox? Thanks for stopping by.
What up, Velox?
Barry says my ex-wife is the devil. Maybe she has a brokerage.
I found the episode.
Okay.
It's Andy Griffith, season 4, episode 25. It's called Divorce, Mountain Style.
Oof. Man, 25 episodes a season. No wonder they rerun those things forever. Like, there's how many episodes of that show?
And Gilligan was in that one. You if you pay close attention, you'll recognize him.
Oh wow.
Yeah, a young Gilligan. Bob Denver is in it for just a little bit.
There's 249 episodes of Andy Griffith.
That's all? I would have thought there'd be more.
That's 8 seasons. So they were averaging 31 episodes a season.
Wow. I thought it was on longer than that, but I guess you can't because Opie would grow up.
Yeah. Opie was already starting to move away. I love that. I was watching Happy Days, and then someone said, "Have you seen the origin story to this?" And I was like, "What? There's an origin story to Happy Days?" And yeah, come to find out, it's called Andy Griffith.
Oh, jeez.
That's like that Breaking Bad show. Did you know there's an origin story to Breaking Bad?
No.
Yeah, it's called Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh, I thought that was the middle.
No, Malcolm in the Middle.
Right, but there's another one that after the kids on Malcolm in the Middle got too old, they made one called just The Middle.
Oh, that's a totally different show.
Same concept.
Totally different vibe. Totally different vibe. Yeah. One's got a hilarious situation. I don't know. That show, The Middle, I never got that. Maybe I just wasn't. I thought Malcolm in the Middle.
Let's find a guy as close as we can, looking to Bryan Cranston, and make another sitcom around him.
What is that?
The Middle.
You think he looks like him?
He looks a lot like him.
Bryan Cranston.
You got to go Malcolm in the Middle, Bryan Cranston, not Breaking Bad, Bryan Cranston.
What's that other guy in the middle?
I don't know. I'll look it up here. I'm on IMDb. Neil Flynn. Neil Flynn.
Yeah.
He's a poor man's Bryan Cranston. We'll go with that.
Okay. I'll give you that one. Boy, what a live show can do. We started out with DIY, throwing and cussing, and we ended with him comparing 2 actors in shows that are
we ended Andy Griffith style.
Yeah. We ended with talking about not beating your old lady so much on Andy Griffith. back into door 3 and check into door 300. Yes. Yes, I love that. I'm gonna need you to back in.
They only label their dock doors by prime numbers, so it's not going to take you long to get there.
They say, you know, put her in door 240 and check in 3 miles away at a completely different building.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think we're out of here. Okay, they're cross docking those banana loads on the 53-foot reefers. Okay, that would be a little better. That way I don't have to deal with them chassis.
Yeah.
Yeah, that ain't a bad deal. If you can average 280 a mile right now, like,
it's a good deal.
It's worth a shot. Now, things can always be a little different. You know how it is. They want to get you in there. Talk to some people that are doing it and say, how many, like, are they paying me? Are they paying me zip code to zip code? Because then the average is going to come down. Like, what areas am I running to? You don't want to be. I prefer not to be going out west. Of course, typically bananas are regional. So if you're getting them out of Gulfport, you're probably going up the middle of the country with them somewhere. Of course, I've hauled bananas from Mississippi to Minnesota, so I guess they could take them wherever they need them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, bananas are big in San Diego, Gulfport, and out there in Pittsburgh. I mean, no, not Pittsburgh, Philadelphia. If you take an ocean container ship into Pittsburgh,
somebody gonna be real upset.
I think you're being routed by Norfolk Southern out there, maybe.
Or Rand McNally, or the Mackinac Kid.
Zing, hour 46, timestamp it, Mackinac Kid. I'll have to send him that. That'll make his day. He'll be like, DIY talked about me. I love that.
It's that simple. Hey, there's more where that came from.
Yeah, T&E Tire, Kansas City. There you go. All right, we're out of here, guys. You got anything you want to add, DIY?
Yeah, but I don't want to take over your show again.
All right. We out of here, everybody. Thanks for watching. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to me and DIY.